Good morning. Welcome to 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub. Matt McDougall here. Hello, everybody. Oh, the frame of my house. Something lightweight because it's only a shower curtain, so it doesn't have to be very strong, and it'll never be outside, if you know what I mean. Okay, there's something wrong here with the camera. Why am I all screwed up here? Hang on. That's better. I was looking up in the wrong corner of the camera. Good morning, Sarah. How's Sarah, darling, today? Sophia's here. Connie's here. See how fast the old YouTube notifications work. I got the little pop-up screen to the left or the right, folks. That's why maybe I should do this here. I do this. I put the pop-up on this side. Yeah, that's better. That way it still looks like I'm looking at the camera when I'm reading. Yeah, actually it does. Can you tell that I'm reading the chat right now? Does it look like I'm looking at the lens? Hello, Anita. Good morning, Inga. Well, afternoon to you. So I got my shirt. I instantly last night when I spilt the stain all over it, I soaked it in hot water with soap, rinsed it. It looked like it came out. Then I put it instantly in the wash machine for a wash. I'm hoping I salvage the shirt. Because if I didn't, Jean is going to be pissed at me. Felt so bad. And I knew yesterday, I said, Matt, no, I'm going to work outside. Don't wear a good shirt, And the can blew up my hands. Shaking it. Unbelievable. No, we don't know yet about the shirt. I hope not. I really like that. That's an awesome shirt. I can't wait to get that artwork done. So much to do. Doing stuff outside yesterday. Folks, yesterday was so hard. Oh, hang on. I gotta go I forgot. I don't believe it. I got to show you something. I bought this box last year, and it actually was 200 pack of these. They're like a they're no name Claritin is what they are. But this is all I took last year. I bought a 200 pack. The thing's going to expire by the time I do it all. But yesterday was just brutal because it's that time of year. I mean, something I never was bothered before in my life with spring or fall pollen and all that kind of neat stuff. But as I got older, I'd say the last 5 years since I started working with the ducks, I have a problem. I grew up in the bush, never had a problem. I spent my whole life in the bush, never had a problem. I literally grew up in the bush and never had a problem. Now I'm older. I'm trying to think if anything happened to me. Didn't get a blood transfusion. I think it was just because of the ducks. Maybe it's the ducks. Maybe I'm allergic to ducks in the spring. That's it. I'm allergic to ducks in the spring. I'm having a hard time with the camera here. My head. Okay, I'll sit back a little bit. It looked like my head was getting cut off. Oh, it doesn't really matter. What an awesome backdrop, eh? Got to get the backdrop out of here today. Do you think it's the dust? But why is it specifically in the spring and the fall? Because during the summer, don't have the problem. In the wintertime, don't have the problem. Tell me that, Lester, Mr. Know-It-All. I gotta do something. It's not dry in the spring, Lester. It's damp. Yes, I like your pictures, Bonita. I shared them to the 50 Ducks page. Less moisture. No. Spring's damp here. Everything's melting. Everything's wet from all the snow melting. Okay, the camera looks weird. It's the camera's right. I got a problem with Doug. Doug is ruining me right now. He's as bad as the fox. Actually, Doug and the fox are in the same category when it comes to my sleep now. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. His new trick. See, the ducks, anybody that watches the streams in the morning, if you're watching the streams, if you noticed, about 5 a.m., the ducks get really loud. Anybody that's watching, if you want to hear loud, folks, set your alarm clock, come to the stream at 5 a.m. And it is unbelievably loud, okay? 5 a.m. It's just crazy. Right now, they're all quiet. I was just outside. I went to the garage, opened the door so that my speed stadium would drive faster. And they're sleeping. It's quiet as could be. And he swears a library in the pen right now. Anyways, 5 a.m. I'm dead to the world, folks. Well, so 10 to 2, 10 to 5. Dead to the world. I'm dead. Doug, I don't know, maybe I'm just plugged into Doug. We're connected somehow or something. But he sprung up, turned around, and he was headed for the door, and I somehow woke up fast enough to lunge out of bed and put him in a headlock so he didn't go through the screen door. Like, I was shocked that I got up that fast. I was like, but I'm so paranoid right now that he's going to blow the screen door out, because I had the screen door open, the window open last night, the patio door, because it was just too warm. And it was like, but I somehow sprung up from a dead sleep, folks, like totally dead, out cold, and I lunged and I got him in a headlock and stopped him. And then I had to wrestle him to calm him down. Now, when this happens at 10 to 5 in the morning, you're awake, like you're wide awake, okay? So I'm laying there thinking, no, it's Sunday, man. I could sleep. It's Sunday. Like, it's just like a little bit of sleep would be nice. And I lay there and tossed and turned till 6:30. Finally got back to sleep, and then I just woke up. Seriously jolted awake, JT. Like, seriously. Like I am so impressed with myself that I could lunge up like that from a horizontally planked position to a headlock. And Doug was moving quick. Like, he isn't slow when he gets into this predator thing. It's pretty fast. But I'm like, how the hell did I don't know, it's reflex. Maybe it's just PTSD, or I'm on the battlefield site. You know? Oh, Connie, it's a bad habit. Not liking it. Ever since he discovered that up to last fall, he thought the screen door was impenetrable. It was like it was a barrier, and you know, like screen door, oh, run downstairs, bark. But then what happened was, last fall, when the fox was doing that thing to us, driving us nuts, Doug was sniffing the door so hard, he got so excited, he pushed the door and it popped out. The bottom wheel popped up, you know, on the track. And then when that happened, he was gone. Like, his head was gone through the door, and it was like super. And then I grabbed him by his tail, and we had a little bit of a wrestling match to get him back in the house. But ever since then, now he knows. Screen door doesn't mean anything. There he is. Oh, the bad dog. There, say hi to everybody, and then go away, because I'm not happy with you. You're not getting a treat. You are so bad. You are. You're a bad dog. Rotten to the core. Oh, Doug, I can't live like this. You've turned out to be as bad as the fox. And that's another thing too, folks, is that now that we've had so many sightings of the fox, he thinks every noise means that there's a fox in the yard. So like he's just going through the screen door. That's the first thing he wants to do, is go through the screen door. Oh yeah, the foot, he wants a treat. All right, we'll put the wide angle lens. So he's gonna ruin the show. I was gonna do the whole show with the backdrop, make it look professional, you know, green screen. Everybody gonna look back later and go, oh, look at that, he's doing green screen now. All right, let's get a treat. All right, Doug. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, look at this. They're Auntie Jean's presents. Hey? You look at this, always resting his head on the table. Oh, just keeping it just a little bit off, eh? Just high up. Hey, you're too big. His chin is like a half an inch above the desk. You're a little too big for the house stuff. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, we're done. That's it. No, these were from the UK. These weren't from Gene. The bull's penis is from Gene. I got that mixed up. Whoever the person, when is that person from the UK going to surface and tell us who sent these? Right? When is that person going to appear? I think the only reason you're into the morning show now, Doug, is because treats. Isn't it? Okay, slow down. You're dropping pieces on the floor and you won't lick them up. I really wish the person from the UK who sent these would show themselves. I really wish they would. I really wish. I guess this is duck mukbang, eh? Is what we'll call this. Hey, Doug? We're mukbanging with Doug. You notice how he does really good tricks? You want to do a trick? Lay down. Nope. Lay down, Doug, I said. Lay down. Lay down. All right, lay down. Okay. Sit. Lay down. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. He's gotten himself so close to the table, he can't lay down. He's hitting the table now. Sit. There you go. That's a good dog. Oh yeah, eh? See this? See what he's doing right now, folks? Do you see that? See, he won't take it with me in front of him. Well, maybe he might, but he might not. But he's staring at it. Like, see that? He's like, if I left the room, gone. He would steal them. He can't be trusted. Don't trust this dog. I've learned this already. Okay. Roll over. Play again. Oh, you don't know that trick. I forgot. Can you balance it on your nose? Okay, calm down. No way. I used to have a dog that I used to put it on his nose, and he could catch them off his own nose all the time. He was really quick, though. Doug's not that quick. I'm talking physically, not mentally. Doug's not that quick either mentally. We're coming to the end. There's only 2 more left. Still won't touch the other treat behind him on the floor. I guess he doesn't like the smell of it or something, you know? That's it. No more. We're done. Are you finished with me? Can I go back to the show? Okay, right now, folks, his leg is twitching. His right leg is twitching. He's like, come on, there's got to be more. Oh, he's done. See? He's used me. Yeah. Okay. Doug's done with us. See? Back towards me. Laying there behind the green screen backdrop. Let's go back to the high-tech studio shot here. There we go. Okay. All right, we're back to the ducks. That was it. There's the Doug mukbang for this morning. German Shepherds. How did that happen? PETA. No, vegans. Vegans did it to us. The vegans. We have a video on it. You want to really? Do you want to get 25 minutes of really good entertainment, well edited, tight editing? Go to the petition, the Vista. Okay, or even the link below this. Vista will post it, but the link below, the description. There is a petition, and embedded in the petition there is a 25-minute video that gives you a complete breakdown of what the vegans did to us, and it's really quite fast-paced. You'll be blown away how fast the 25 minutes goes, and then you'll be very mad after that too. And it's all factual. Everything's factual. No made up, no embellishing, no getting excited, nothing like that. So, just hard facts. Just like if I was in the court of law in front of a judge. No emotions, just the facts. And it's pretty dirty facts. So, I highly recommend. It's worth watching. I've had people watch it that have nothing to do with ducks and say, that video made me mad. I actually had someone tell me that. They never watched my show before, and they watched the video and they were mad. It'll make you mad, though. We'll just warn you. Connie, the blankets. Okay, so it's a lightweight fleece, is what you're saying. It's not a heavy fleece, because there's different degrees of fleece, eh? There's heavy fleeces. There's a deep pile fleece. There's light fleeces. Like I have a house coat that's a light fleece, and then I have another house coat that's a pile fleece, which you can only wear outside. You can't wear it in the house, unfortunately. And then I got like from fleece blankets that are like they're pile fleece too. But the print job looks pretty amazing. You did a pretty good photo too. No shaking, no blurriness. But I think a Doug head on it would be good too. But like really, when you're laying on the couch, how thick of a blanket do you need? Well, unless you get your heat turned up. The t-shirt, it's in the dryer right now. I came inside, instantly dripping with stain on me, and I put it in the little pail with hot water and soap, and I let it soak. And then I went back outside and finished my staining, speed staining, and then I came back here afterwards before supper, gave the shirt a couple rinses. Looks like it came out. Then I put it in the wash machine, and right now it's in the dryer because I want to see if it turned out. I'm pretty sure, because it is water based, and that's how you clean it up, is hot water. This new stain. Well, I shouldn't say it's new. It's 10-year-old can actually. No, but it's not oil based anymore as it used to be. Hello, Marvin. I'm hoping it's going to be fine because it's a damn fine t-shirt. I shouldn't have worn it yesterday. Actually, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have even put it on yesterday because I knew I was going to go outside and do some work. And it's my good t-shirt. You know what I mean? You know how you have work t-shirts and then you have good t-shirts? Well, that was a good t-shirt. Like that was the kind of t-shirt I would wear out when I go places. Like out a night on the town or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's like a dress-up shirt is what it is. Just, and like I didn't realize it till last night when I was washing it, and I had it in the sink, and I looked at it, and I was inspecting it to make sure all the stain came out of it. I didn't realize it, but Jean, the fantastic artist that she is, the collar, she even drew the collar. I could see the buckle, and I was like, the collar's even in the drawing. Like, that woman's talented. I don't get the nights out in town either, but if I did, that'd be the kind of shirt I'd wear. Oh, the top was on tight. Just, you shouldn't shake it that hard. No. What blanket did you order, Wenita? Plasma's having typesetting problems this morning. So I gotta shoot the video this morning for well, I'm gonna try to do it like in a minute and a half. It's gonna be really fast for the new YouTube appeals process, petition, because I'm not letting that go, and I'm thinking that's why YouTubers won't get involved, because they think everything's about me and the ducks. They don't realize they're being short-sighted. This needs to be big, because I'm still, folks, I still don't believe that everything's back. You know what I mean? That was a nasty experience. And it was, really was. That's an experience I don't wish on anybody. Well, think about this right now. I have no back pain, and you know how much back pain I was in. I was a whining little boy, just a little snowflake crying, all the time. Actually, I did have some crying attacks. I was in so much pain. I was getting sick of the pain. The last 22 days of pain was the worst. It was bad before that, like from March the 2nd till the April, what was that, April the 6th? April the 4th? Yeah, March the 2nd to April the 4th was bad. My back was really bad because of the stress of not having, because, think about it, the no streaming, can't stream, can't have ducks, like it was just bad. We were on the backup channel, and I knew the backup channel, like the email clearly said that I cannot have any Google products because I've been terminated, which some people have a hard time understanding that. You know what, folks? There's this person that just argues with me saying that the channel was suspended, even though the email that they sent to me telling me I was terminated had the word terminated in it, and the word suspended was nowhere. Like the email, which I gave a screenshot on that, it says you are terminated, and they were saying, no, you're suspended. Your channel's suspended. No, I'm terminated, because it says I'm terminated and I can't use any other Google products. But this person I couldn't handle it anymore. Like it's like beating your head against a brick wall, and no matter how, like you can put the proof right in front of them, and they're like, no, it's suspended. You know what I mean? Do you know those type of people, folks? Like, the speed limit's 55. No, it's 60. No, the sign says 55. No, it's 60. The sign says 55. I don't care. It's 60. You know what I mean? Like, suspended means you get to come back to work. Okay, I was suspended from work. Oh, when are you going back? A couple weeks. With or without pay? No, it's suspended with pay. Oh, it's like a holiday. Yep. Are you a police officer? And then there's terminated. I'm unemployed. You know what I mean? Like, when you're terminated, it's over, So anyways, that's the deal. But we're not now. We got unterminated. But that was hell. 22 days of terminated. And I do you believe it? I'm tender, my back's tender, but no pain. And I've been in a good mood because I'm not in any pain. Because I was getting pretty depressed there, constantly in pain, popping painkillers, and it was like bad. And I don't mind painkillers. They can be fun in the right situation, but I don't like living on them. I don't want to live on painkillers. I'm not interested in that. I was really foggy. And now here, what's today? Today's Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, so I'm on day Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm on day 10, folks, that I haven't craved junk food. Like absolutely no craving for junk food. I'm telling you, the stress must have been pinching a nerve. Like I said last night when I was speed staining, it must have pinched a nerve similar to like acupuncture. You get it, when you want to quit smoking. I had a nerve pinched that was causing me to crave junk. Because the cravings started March the 2nd when my back went out of whack there with the first strike, and I got all stressed out. That's what it feels like. It feels like this, because of the nerves, so whatever nerve's not pinched anymore. I'm not craving. I don't know. Maybe I was craving carbs. Maybe that was it or something. I don't know. But I was craving junk. Couldn't get enough junk. Inga, I'm telling you, like seriously, I'm telling you, it's like, oh, I ate a lot of junk. We won't even talk about my. We won't even talk. We won't even talk about how many more belt holes I am bigger because of this whole ordeal. It's crazy. I was shocked the other day when I put my belt on to put the phone on my side so I could run the streams outside when I had problems. And I was like, oh boys, this belt's almost not big enough. Um, and it was all because of March the 2nd till the end of April. Just brutal. I don't even want to think about how much I ate. It was bad. Bad. Bad stuff too. Oh man, I think about what I bought. It'll be interesting going into the grocery store now to see when I walk by the sections to see if I crave anything. Because before I couldn't walk by the sections. It'll be interesting now to see because right now I haven't gone to town. I haven't thought about it. I've been cooking supper, eating normal stuff. You know. You know what, Marvin? You know what I'm going to do, Marvin? Okay, I'm going to give you special privileges for posting links. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So you can do this. Okay, I'm going to do it. There you go. So Marvin can post links. Oh, wrong person. Well, I just made Plasma a moderator. Well, guess what, Plasma? You're a moderator. Please be good. Okay, I'm going to add here. All right. Okay, Marvin, I just made you a moderator so that you can post the links now. All right? For your handy work you're doing with the 4-in-1 live streams. All right? The wrenches are being handed out this morning. But Plasma doesn't know the rules. Or Marvin. If you guys email me, I'll send you the rules on being a moderator. Just as if you want to use the hammer. If you don't want to use the hammer, you don't need to know the rules. But Marvin got the wrench here specifically so that he can post the link. I want to see if the link works. Let me click on it. Okay, the link won't work, Marvin. There's something wrong. Why won't the link work? Marvin, you got to clean your link up. I think it's all the percentage signs. You know how sometimes the code adds that in, but it doesn't need it? Or use the short URL. Try that. Go to one of those short URL sites and see if that'll work. Shorten it and then post it to see if it works. You got a little bit of work to do on that, the link thing, because I'm clicking on the link and it don't work. But it might not work because it's an FTP site. It's not a HTTP. It's just wait. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to click go to. Does it work? Yes. Okay. So if you highlight it and then right click go to, it'll take you there. That's another way to do it. But it's an FTP. That's why it isn't a hyperlink. My faux pas. All right. Oh, I just closed the chat. No, there it is. I thought I closed it. I closed Marvin's window. Oh, I'm half asleep here. Okay, let's get back to the. You have a copy of the email you send your mods. I used it as a guide for being a mod on CQD. Go cuddle quack duck. Okay, sorry. I'm not good with short forms. What part of the country I'm from? Is this a question from Nicole? Someone new this morning. Nicole, I'm from Canada. Ontario, Canada. Near Ottawa. Don't hold that against me, unfortunately. What part of the world are you from, Nicole? Where's Nicole from? That's what we're going to try to find out. We're asking questions this morning on the stream. This is a Q&A. Goes two ways though. My accent, my blue eyes. Do you think it's that appealing, JT? But blue eyes through these glasses because I have to wear the glasses to read, unfortunately. What part of New York? We're into specifics here. Give us more detail, Nicole. We always like details. See, Inga thinks you're from New York City. I think you're from Plattsburgh. We don't know where you're from in New York. Oh, between Long Island and New York. Okay, there you go. Now we know. Well, welcome to the club. We have ducks here. We have ducks behind me. Well, there are geese right there, but there are ducks here. There are other streams. This is just our little chat we have in the morning. Get yourself a coffee mug. Below, we sell coffee mugs for the store because we stream for free. We don't put commercials on our streams because that's one of my pet peeves in life is going to a live stream, clicking on it, and having to watch a commercial and missing 30 seconds of the action. So we don't have that here. All our live streams are free. But if you watch the video version, you're going to be subjected to lots of commercials. But if you want live, it's commercial free. Because you never know what's going to happen here live, and nothing worse than waiting for a commercial to end when there's like some kind of duck shenanigans going on. Are you a Democrat? I'm going to torpedo everything right now. This is my keyboard dust brusher. I'm not going to use this today. On staining. I'm done staining. No more staining. Okay. I'm back. I've lost it. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. For some reason I lost the internet. Don't know what's going on. I'm back. I went down. For some reason I lost the internet here. What was I going to say? Chickens, they're not the cleanest, eh? Duck is a much better pet. Oh, no, Nicole. You're upset about Trump. So barking up the wrong tree here. I wish I had a Trump up here. We're so screwed up here. We have an invasion going on right now, right? News ain't covering it. But it's a bad, bad deal. Inga, don't bother giving warnings. Just get the hammer out if they cross the line. Oh. I'm neutral. I'm not a Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, left, right, blue, red, nothing. Because they're all evil. Have you not noticed whoever gets into power, we get screwed? I've noticed that my whole life. Absolutely does not matter. Oh. Gail, you're a fool if you want Trudeau. Oh no, we want Trump. You're going to trade Trudeau to them? That's a good trade. That would be a good trade. That would be a really good trade. Sorry, I read it backwards. A little dyslexia hit me here this morning. You do realize that they let us vote to give us the illusion that we have some kind of control. Like, the people that we vote in don't run the show. You know that, right? Did you ever notice that? I can tell you from personal experience. I'll tell you an experience. Here's an experience for you. I'll tell you an experience. And this to give you an idea, okay? Career bureaucrats. I had a business once, okay? As you know, everybody here knows I had a business before. I had a porn business, a big porn business. And I had highway billboards all over the place, like everywhere. I had 43 of these billboards. Anyways, big structures, advertising porn. And the Ministry of Transportation of Ontario, the people who manage the roads, they had contracted it out to this private company to manage the highways. And this crew of men, I don't know how many there were, but it was a crew of men, and there was 3 signs they didn't like. And they, and I found this out later, how I found this all out was a witness saw them do it. They took a chainsaw and these highway maintenance crew guys and cut the signs down and cut them into pieces and threw them in the back of the dump truck and tossed them. They disappeared. And the person who lived across the road, who ironically I was paying $100 a year to watch out for my sign because I had a vandalism problem in the area. And I thought I thought the vandalism problem was some like no good type people. It turned out they were highway crew people. Anyways, so I got proof. I got a witness that what happened, and I painted a picture to the Ministry of Transportation supervisor. This is what happened. Your contractors destroyed my signs. Blah blah blah. You owe me for 3 signs, and it was like 18,000 Canadian. And they were like, no, we don't. Yes, we do. So I argued with them for like 6 months. This bureaucrat, okay, this head honcho, that career bureaucrat, not politician, career bureaucrat. So, anyways, I got a hold of my local MPP, actually, Ministry of Provincial Parliament, and I talked to him. I told him my situation, and I gave him the whole deal. And he knew all about me because he's in my area, and he saw my signs, and he says, "Yeah, I know all about your signs." He says, "They're controversial, but it's a free country. You know, we have a business." So he says, "I'll go talk to the ministry to ask the minister why this bureaucrat is doing this to you." So, anyways, a couple months go by, they're back and forth, and this bureaucrat refuses to fix the problem. The $18,000 they owe me. So this is how the system is so broken, folks. You think that the elected officials run the show? They don't. In the Parliament of in the Parliament of Ontario, okay, like we're talking in Toronto, Queen's Park, my politician up here, this MPP, John Yakubuski, stood up on the floor of Queen's Park in Ontario, and in question period asked the Ministry of Transportation minister why they wouldn't pay for the signs, and he actually said the adult advertising signs for the business of Renfrew, and could he check into it? So the minister, because it was brought in question period, had to fix this, right? So he went back to the bureaucrat and said, "Look, you got to fix this, man. They're asking me questions in Parliament. We can't have this, okay? Because we got more important things to do than getting involved in something as petty as this, $18,000." So this bureaucrat, thinking, okay, oh yeah, all right, the minister, my boss, his boss, this is his boss, but it's only his boss for 4 years, okay, because that's what we like him. And he's like, he's had many bosses. Turned out he was there 25 years. He says, "I've had so many bosses, I don't listen to them." So, which I found that out later. So he comes back and he says, "You go buy the signs, the $18,000, put them back up, and we'll reimburse you." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna fork out 18 grand. You took the chainsaw, took them down. I want my money." So this goes on for a couple more weeks. Wouldn't get them, and he was instructed to write a check and send it to me. So back to my MPP, member of provincial parliament, went back to him again. I said, "John, this is the deal." I sent him an email. They're not paying. They're jerking me around. They want me to pay, and they're going to reimburse me. I submitted the quote to replace them. I want my money. So he went back again on the floor of the Queen's Park, asked the minister again, "Why are your employees, the bureaucrats in your ministry, not listening to you? You have no control." And a lot of hell got a lot of like really, really upset. Okay, the minister went back to the MTO guys, the bureaucrats, and they I guess he got a strip torn off of him to issue the check. And then but that's still, folks, even though now he's the second time The Minister of Transportation goes to this guy's office and says, look, you got to get rid of this. I've been asked twice now in question period about this stupid sign thing. The guy comes back to me and he was like, well, you know, I forget what exactly. He had another excuse for not sending the check right away. And I said, look, I'm not even talking to you anymore. I'm going to go back to my MPP. I'm going to tell him what you're doing. And then he called me back a couple hours later. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll courier the check up to you next week. But like, just to show you that the people who are running the government, the bureaucrats, they're the deal, not your elected officials. Your elected officials have little to no pull. So that was one of my experiences on one of my different levels with the government. I've had experiences with all of them, and I've discovered this with all of them: municipal, provincial, and federal. So if you think voting in another party is going to change things, usually doesn't. Just you get a different degree of bad. Yeah, I got the money. Finally. It was ridiculous how long it all took. Like, ridiculous. Well, they're not puppets, Lester. They're an illusion to make us believe that we can change things. It's just an illusion. Yeah, sort of pick your poison. Different degrees of dying slow. That's what it is. Right now, we're really dying slow up here in Canada. It's bad what's happening up here. It's like unbelievable. I watch Canadian question period up here just to torture myself. The federal government, when they ask questions and the government doesn't like, I don't know why they call it question period. Well, I know why they call it question period, because you know how you have Q&A videos on YouTube, questions and answer videos, and and then you ask a creator a question and they give you an answer. In Canadian politics, we have a thing called question period. There's no answers. I'm not lying. It's just nothing but questions, and the ruling party never answers. It's every day they do this. It's like, I'm not kidding you. It's not a lie. I watch it every day. I don't watch the whole thing. I watch highlights of the questions, and they never answer. Never answer the questions. Never. I have never seen a question answered. Never. It's like, that's unbelievable. Or they'll answer a question and they'll say something, and that wasn't what question does that answer go with? You know what I mean? Like, don't you love that one when they do that? It's almost, like The Onion. You know The Onion? Anybody here knows of The Onion? That satirical news outlet. You would think they write the script for the question period. They're all sitting there. Okay, let's come up with a whole bunch of questions. All right, perfect. And I'm going to come up with answers? No, we don't need that. It's like, yes, a magoon for every voter. Everybody gets a magoon. I need more coffee. Hang on. Come back to the set, eh? Well, this is like having a set. You guys, you would think I'm in a big studio or something here now. Hey, with this backdrop, I don't know. I gotta come up with some way of having this. I gotta think of something. How can I do this? See, the problem, my ceiling fan. I thought about putting some little strings with hooks on the ceiling and like a bungee cord so it pulled them tight. But the problem is my ceiling fan's in the way. And the bungee cord, well, you know what happened to that with the ceiling fan. It is very fancy, isn't it? It's like a whole new level of Duck Adventure stuff, eh? And then when I get up and disappear and come back with the coffee, you think I was like some kind of catering service was here. Look at the mug, eh? You can buy mugs below. Dinosaur Train on PBS. Never watched it. You got one of these mugs? Look at this, eh? There it is. Pretty cool, eh? Dougie. Grease did a really nice job drawing that. Like that is like the Dougie looks pretty cool there. It's actually quite amazing. If you look at it how it, like you'd swear it's him. It almost looks like it was a photograph made into a cartoon. I just heard my dryer. I'm hoping my shirt. Oh, Gene will be so mad if I wreck that shirt. I'll be mad at myself because this is my good shirt. I think I might. I scanned that artwork. It's just so much work. Like it would take me hours. I really would like to get some coffee mugs and shirts with that dog head of Dougie and a big dog blanket. Oh, I got so much work to do. It's like editing, folks. It's a major time consumer. Do you want me to go get the shirt? But I'm afraid. I'm afraid to show the shirt. I really would like to look at the shirt and then I'll share later if it worked. Yes, I'm using a green screen. I've moved the Duck Adventure to a studio now, Taylor. I'm in a studio right now. I'll get the shirt. Really? I was gonna like, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know. It's the camera's defective. I thought maybe moving the camera into the barn, then it wouldn't be focusing so far away that it would work. Ain't happening. The camera's screwed. I gotta buy another camera because I got a hunch to repair that camera is as much as buying a used one. So. No, I'm in a new studio. I've moved. We're no longer at our location anymore. I'm not going to do this the chintzy way with the green sheet. I'm doing this up. And you notice how good I am that with the edges, like there's no blur on the edges. You see that? You know, the green screen, that's how good I got at this. I took a course on the green screening. And it's like, look at that. See? Like, it's like there's no blur. You notice around my head? It's really sharp, the edges. This is high-tech stuff, man. I got a government grant. That's where a new government grants because Canadian culture. So the CGI Penguin guy, the Russians are gone. I don't know where they went to. Haven't seen them in a while. Nope. Haven't planned nothing out, Jeff. Jeff's a little high pressure. Why haven't you planned anything out? Why haven't you planned anything out? I'm still, right now, folks, what I'm dealing with is de-winterizing with a sore Achilles tendon. Do you know what that's like to walk around a 2 acre, because everything I got to do is within 2 acres, okay? And it's like I plan out my trips because I'm not walking, for no reason, but I had that technical problem with the hardware, and I did a lot of unnecessary walking because of that hardware problem. So my Achilles tendon is a little bit sore right now, just a touch. And I'm trying to get my winter stuff. I got to get all this winter stuff taken care of, like de-winterize. I gotta attack the back shed. I gotta take out probably about 25 bales of straw, get my wagon out, move it. So much. It's just nothing but moving things around. That's all. It's just a pain. It's just a royal pain. Yeah, I did the ice, but I'm on some really good anti-inflammatories that the doc gave me for my back. I'm continuing them because the nurse told me that they're really good for my ankle. So, you're still curious about the shirt, eh? You're not gonna let the shirt go, are you, people? All right, I'm gonna go get the shirt. I'll be right back. Okay. Only one thing is because I had to use hot water when I soaked it. The black now is not that sharp black. It's got a little bit of a washed out black, but I fixed it. But it's no longer looking like a really sharp black T-shirt because of the hot water. That's an example. But it's gone. No stain. But the shirt looks like a wash shirt now. Because up to that point, I only put it into warm water or cool water. So the black was really black. Damn. Well, but at least it doesn't have a big giant stain across the Doug head, because it was a direct hit on Doug's head. Direct. Like totally, like completely. Well, if you watch the video last night, you'll see. It was an explosion. All right, I'm back in the studio. It was bad. Oh, when it blow, you know something? You know, folks, it amazes me. It amazes me. You know, I'm going to tell you, it amazes me that I cannot blow a gasket and swear. Because you know, normally, if the camera wasn't on, I wouldn't even think. I'd be dropping the F-bomb on that one when that kind of stuff happens. You know, and I don't know what it is. The camera was on, and it's like there's a switch, you know, and it's like you just don't drop them. Like, but if the camera wouldn't have been running, it would have been, whoa, look out. Oh. Yeah, actually, JT, I gotta edit that portion out where I left the room. Because I was over here a little while soaking it. So there was probably a lot of nothing. Oh. You can never see me dropping an F-bomb? I don't do that. For some reason, you know, I'm really quite amazing how I can turn it off when the camera comes on. I really, seriously, folks. Like, I need to edit out Neon Cherry. I don't understand, Vista. Oh, the address, right. That was at the 30-minute mark. Okay. I had that wrote down, actually. I didn't get around to it. Oh. You just watched Doug sleeping when you left stuff, and I left something? We don't have a lot of thumbs up action right now, I know. They're broken, eh? Their fingers are broken. Doug's pretty laid back. Oh. Folks, I'm gonna go. Because I'm gonna guess I got a couple. I got a couple now. I have a to-do list. One, I gotta go edit that address out like right now. I gotta get that taken care of before I get sidetracked. So, and I gotta get some work done. Because my life doesn't stop. So, I'll talk to you later, and I'm going to do an egg recon later, and what you call it? Oh. I don't know what's going to happen here with the ducks, because anybody that watched last night, you saw that another duck caused me a problem. I actually had to suit up in my swamp gear, get like my special rubber boots to go really high, my headlight, which didn't work. I had to swap batteries. It was like nothing worked out last night. And truck down into the swamp with my sore ankle to get that little duck. Did anybody see me bring the little duck back and put it in the bathtub? It was down at the swamp, like right down. Like Doug actually brought it to my attention. And it was like, every night these ducks are doing this to me. But I will say that 99.9% of them, when I was in the yard, which I really, I should, I'm gonna do a camera on that one, just an iPad or something, or iPhone, turn it on so you guys can see this. It's pretty amazing. All I did was yell. You probably heard me yelling in the yard, and the ducks just ran into the pen. It was like, come on, ducks, it's time to go. And they just, like, all of them just started running towards the pen. It's really quite spectacular, actually. Now, the reason they were doing that was because it was dark enough. They wouldn't do that when it's bright out, of course. So, like, don't think you're going to get them to do that at 7:30 at night. But it was like 10 to 9, and they knew what that meant. But they were out there, and then a couple of them were coming back out, hunting along the fence line where the lights are for the bugs, sneaking back out. They were funny. I'll share it with you next time. I'll get an iPhone and turn it on and show you. Uh, it is pretty cute. And then I discovered that's twice Doug's done that. Once with Magoo last week, and then that duck down in the swamp. It's amazing how he he was standing there and he just perked up, looked at the swamp, and ran. And then he went to the edge of the yard and he pointed. And then I looked where he was looking, and there was a little duck stuck in the mud. Really stuck in the mud, actually. I was like, Doug, how do you know this? Like, he's telling me, like, there's a duck still out, Matt. Maybe you should go get it. I had to go back to the house because I had my big sloppy rubber boots on. Not what I want to be going into the swamp with. Anyways, Doug has turned out, he has redeeming qualities. And then he undoes it all in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. Or in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep. Doug has good and bad days. Oh. But I wouldn't do it without him. He's sort of a brilliant dog, sometimes. I don't know what Doug is. He's seriously, he's really all over the map. So anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go do this edit right now because Vista is having aneurysm that Neon Cherry's address is in the video. I gotta go take care of that. Have a good morning. See you later.